Hello, namaste, and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena, and today I will discuss about how do cybersecurity monitoring can minimize the damage in your business or in your company. We use different methods, different security products, services, applications to secure our network. And when we implemented all these things or all these security products at their place, then how do just we come to know whether these are performing effectively and efficiently in our organization? Okay, so there should be some method, there should be some like we can say proof whether these are working properly or not. Otherwise, just how we come to know whether we have implemented the security at their right place and in a right way. There must be method. Okay, so today we will discuss about this. First of all, we need to understand what is our main objective of our organization. Okay, until unless we don't know what is the objective of our company, then we will not able to identify whether our information which we think is important, we need to give protection to it. Okay, so first of all, we must aware about, yes, these are the objective of our company and we are having this valuable information in our organization, and we must classify that asset, that information as per the importance, and which is the most important, most valuable asset or information in our organization. Definitely we need to put more strong security on those asset or information. Okay, so first of all, we need to identify whether is what we need to secure and where it exists. For example, that's you can say here, this is the valuable asset which we need to secure. So at that place, we need the maximum security to secure it from different ways, from different attack methods, so that our business cannot face the damage. Okay, so and it can be identified with the risk management method. Clear? After identifying it, we need to provide security on different levels. We can say defense in depth strategies or in the layered based security. Why we are implementing these things? First of all, uh, if the attacker will attack on our organization, on the network of our company, if they will able to penetrate on it and will successfully cross the one defense line, and then if he will try to cross the other one, then he need to use different methods, he need more resources, because each and every methods he is using need time and effort. So if we are using different layers of security, then definitely we are making harder to attack on the valuable asset of our company. Okay, we use another methods like at our premises we use firewalls, IPS, IDS. We use at host level our antiviruses or host based firewall or host based IPS, and different other methods we use to secure our network, which are why we are doing, because we are making the hackers more difficult to attack, and we want to secure uh, our network, our information, which is very valuable for our organization. Okay, and we also use another methods to secure it. For example, we make the segmentation of our network. So if for example attacker anyhow able to attack on the one part of our network, then if he will need to attack on the other part of our network, then definitely they need more effort to do this task, because all are isolated, and uh, they need more energy to attack on other part. Okay, so guys, in this way, or there can be other different methods to secure our network, but if we have implemented the security at their place, we need some mechanism to test it whether that's implemented it properly or not. Okay, generally whatever the products we are using in our organizations, they have some port open by default. Okay, and definitely hackers are doing their homework, and they just come to know, yes, for this product these ports are open, and ports are like the gate which are giving access, entry point and exit point uh, on the particular device or on the service. Okay, so if we just identify which ports are open and we are not using it, so just we need to close it. Okay, for example, if we are using HTTP web browser, and with the web browser we are accessing some web page and it's using the protocol HTTP, then definitely it's using the port number 80. So for the for HTTPS port number 443 for, and if we are accessing our devices via telnet, which is unsecure, and the port number 40, the port number 23 is open for it, and attackers then definitely can use it. Okay, so we must first of all, we if we are having unused open port, please just close it, or just we need to keep it open. Then keep your eyes on it, what type of traffic is passing through it, because it's very important. Attackers continuously they are finding, yes, which are the vulnerability in your system, what what are the port open, so that they can use to enter on our system and can exfiltrate the data. Okay, uh, many times attackers use DNS port number 53 to access the valuable information of our company, because when we are accessing internet, or the like IP address to the URL, then this who will provide that information? DNS provide information, and definitely we need to port open the port for DNS traffic. And and if we are not continuously observing what type of traffic is passing through the DNS, attackers can use it. Okay, so whatever the devices we are using in our network, whether that's the network devices or the security devices, or even the host and devices or the servers, if we put some security control on it, we put some limitations. Yes, if let's just take an example of the password for on the host or on the end device. If we have put the limit, if the user will try to log in on that device, and if they will enter the password 3 times wrong, then their login will not appear for next 10 minutes, and a message or a alert generate, and it will send to the administrator account. Okay, then he come to know what type of uh, why the user is just trying to access, and which one the user is trying to access that account. Okay, similar way, each and every device in our network, we know this is, yes, this is the important segment of our network, and we need to continuously observe that. So logs are just telling us, yes, what type of information trying to pass on our network on from that device or from that services. Then we need to uh, continuously continuously our eye on it, and we need to understand what it is saying. There are different methods like artificial intelligence, machine learning, or threat intelligence, which are having separate services and separate SOC for dedicated for the monitoring. Continuously they are observing what type of traffic is passing, and what their devices are telling, is there kind of any attack or not. Okay. And in the penetration testing, the team of which say white hat hackers, yes, this I also told before, yes, the white hat hacker also plays a very important role in the field of the cyber security, because they will test against the security. Yes, they will be white hat hackers, because they are helping the organization to test it, the security whatever implemented by the security team. Okay, so they will use the hacking tool to test it, whether there is some vulnerability in system, there is some loophole, and if they will find yes there is some weakness in our system, they will update to the security team, and the security team definitely will tweak in their security settings, or they will change, make some improvement or change, and just try to fill that those gap, so that the hacker will not be able to penetrate into our network and will not be there. Okay, I hope guys you I hope you understand now how important is to understand there are many applications, many services are there which will tell us how to monitor, and they collectively they will generate some graphs, different in very useful ways to tell us yes there is such the kind of alerts are telling some malicious activity is just going through our network. Okay, and guys just you can follow me on the cyber security prism, and also share the video with your friends, so that they can also understand the importance of the cyber security, and they can help themselves and others, and even they can make it their career in the field of cyber security. And in the next session I will discuss about, if you are not using properly strong data protection policy or data protection method, definitely then you can be in a serious danger. So namaste for the day, and see you in the next session.